Hey, everybody out there, it's Alabama Deep coming back at you. Okay, so if we can come in and look on Tudor time, look how much happier this movement is. That's fast. That's very fast. It's top notch. It's picking up better on the timograph. There's not any snow. Uh, 18,000 beats per hour is what it is running. And this Tudor is about 5 seconds fast. So it gets a clean bill of health at this point. Now, of course, there's going to be a little deviation in this particular movement on the timograph because this is just an older movement. It's been somewhat abused throughout its life after decasing. So the fact that it's not running 0-0 and 5 minutes fast is something I might be able to regulate. I'm sure I could, but I'm not going to press my luck. As I have learned, the balance on this particular movement is finicky. If you notice that there is the little jewel lock, the Engelbach spring right here, as I call it, right there, that little that turns and twists into position for that jewel. If I just barely even blow on it, seriously, if I even just blow on it, it will change on its readings. If I barely press on it, it automatically will stop running. So I have it positioned where it won't do that anymore. But still, if you touch that spring, with that lock for that jewel, you're going to have an unhappy movement. So it's where it needs to be. I have to give this movement at least 24 hours on adjustment so it can work out its bugs, and then I can put it back on, reread it, and adjust it after it's a complete watch. I'm not going to do it right this second. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to let this run just for a little while, and we're going to let it become happy, even more happy than what it is now, because that is just going. I love it. Actually, it's not that fast. It's so yeah. We'll just let it do its thing. So the crowning moment in getting this movement running again was adjusting that spring that's holding that jewel in, and I have oiled the jewels on the fork, and now it's just really picking up speed. It's chugging at like normal speed, which is great. So we've got this particular Tudor almost ready to go into its watch case. I do have to find a winding pin for it. I don't have the winding pin for it. We're going to have to probably order that. And I'm sorry if I'm not using the correct vernacular right now. I'm very tired. Taking care of my wife, among other things. Working. I've been sick. Trying to get well. There's just a lot going on. So I needed, just be prepared. I was running a fever earlier, but I'm okay right now. I think the fever is over. I don't know for sure. But anyway, yeah, I know I've been sick for a long time. Like we're going on like a month of just having COVID and then the flu, apparently. And yeah, it's just been a mess. So I think it's been like maybe 2 months of being sick. I'm not even sure at this point anymore. But okay, so we are going to be putting this back together. I've got just about everything I need for it. I know I've got the hands. I got the crown. And I need to put this other piece of Tudor back into the container here that I have, and we're going to go ahead and just close that up. Make sure I do not lose any of this. But yes, okay, so this Tudor movement, much happier, as I have said. We're going to be doing a lot with it. Oh, look at that go. So it's just, I can stare at this movement for hours and hours and hours and just watch it do its thing. So I need to clean up the watch room. I think I'm going to do that. And I'm just so happy that this movement is finally picking up the speed. I mean, yeah, it's just going full speed. I'm so happy for it. And I'm just happy for myself that I'm going to have another Tudor to add to my collection over here. I've got just about every piece I need for it gathered, and it's ready to go. So the only thing I really have to do is just let this movement run its course. And I'm going to push it aside, and I'm going to let it do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to move on to a few of my other watches and get them ready to go. I have a lot to get done over here. So I've got to finish up Submariner and Explorer 2. I've got a Yachtmaster that's giving me grief. Got to figure out what tarnation is going on with that. Learning experience on that. And I think I'm going to definitely do a little bit more exploration into some others. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and start on that. We're going to have some more videos coming up. I'm thinking on Tuesday for sure. And we're going to continue onward with this little Tudor that could. And finally get it cased and put into its proper new home. It's about time it's had a new home, because I'm sure its gold case was scrapped a long time ago, and this poor little guy hasn't had anywhere to go since then. So we're going to put it in its proper case, and we're going to put it on display. I have worked on my watch display quite a bit, and one of the things that I did was, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you because I'm really kind of excited about this. So let me show you what's going on with the watch display here in the watch room. Now, of course, everyone knows the watch room. We have up here all of the fakes, replicas, good, bad, the ugly. They're all here, of course. You know, this is what I started out with, just like everyone here watching this channel that may have had a replica Rolex. I started with these. Now, of course, these are not the greatest. These are AAAs. Now, you can use some of the parts, cases, whatever, depending on what you're working on. But ultimately, these are not really the best. Then, as everyone recalls, my very first one was really this 1954 Rolex Precision. I started working on that. Then I started working on the gold one here in the back, which the gold one needs repairs. We'll get to it when the time comes. And then we went on to the Tudor at the bottom, which I'm fixing to show you. And really, I just started with all of these here after the AAAs, and I have built quite a few for myself. I have an outstanding collection of Tudor and Rolexes that I've put back together. Some of them are in various stages of becoming authentic. For example, the one that I'm wearing here. This is my Rolex Datejust that y'all have seen. This has gone through many changes over time. So it's now at the point in its life where the movement is like literally 90% authentic, except for the main plate. Dial is authentic. Hands are authentic. So, yeah, I mean, it's just great. And of course, I have the bezel here to change it back to a stainless steel bezel instead of the white gold bezel it has on it now. So this is my second layer, and I'll always have my Rolex case opener here. This is just pure awesomeness. Uh, I've gone to the bottom here, and this is where the Tudors are starting. Now, I don't have a whole lot of Tudors right now that are running. I've got to fix my Dragon dial. It needs to be worked on just a little bit. Then we have completed, of course, my first Tudor I ever did is back in its authentic case. But I've got all this space now opened up for more Tudors to fill up. In time, it will look like the top over here. And what I love about the Tudors on eBay is that I don't have to hunt for the parts for them like I do a Rolex, piece by piece. I can buy a full movement dial and hands for literally $189 off of eBay. And then I can just buy the proper case, install it, Tudor's finished. So they're a lot easier to get parts for, obviously, because they're mainly ETA. But we do have Tudor books here and Tudor Essential Guide, and we got an order catalog for Tudor in the back. I mean, we have all that. So I've done really good on getting this opened up to put more Tudors in. Then, of course, I have straightened up my non-Rolex and Tudor areas. I have all of these lined up. These are the ones I've just bought, made, and repaired over the years that I've been working on watches so far. So I'm really, really proud of that. So, yeah, we got a lot more Tudors coming, but I am having to slow down a lot. I can't just focus on the builds that I'm doing for the channel necessarily. I've got other things I need to do too. New responsibilities, as my wife is not in the greatest of health, so I'm having to take care of her a lot. Basically becoming a caregiver in a way. So yeah, that's where we're at. I can't wait to get this Tudor installed below down here. I'm getting people who are actually wanting to buy the Tudors now. They like the fact that they're Tudor, that's by Rolex. They like the fact that it's a real movement dial and hands, and they're okay with it being recased in a non-Tudor case. If they do want a Tudor case, they said that, obviously we can just buy one off eBay and put it together. They like the vintage more so than the newer ones, which is really cool. So that's right up my alley, and that's in a more well-to-do part of Alabama. People are talking to me about that. So I probably will start selling those. There's no reason why I can't. It's not trademark infringement of any kind. So I'm going to start selling the Tudors for sure, because they're the most legitimate out of anything, because everything is Tudor. It just has a replacement case, if not the original case. So I'm fine with that. And yeah, they're definitely a markdown of a discount for sure. Some Tudors, depending on what they are, selling for $2,000-$3,000. I'm not selling mine for $3,000 or $2,000. Not at all. If I get a good movement dial and hands off of eBay and I pay $150 for it, or $98 for it, and I just recase it, yes, I'm going to charge a little bit of money. I'm going to charge about $800, $700, sell them all day long like that, because I'm still making a profit off of it. That can go into the watch shop and my YouTube channel. So that's fine. But full disclaimer, if they're not the original case, the purchaser will be aware of that. And as I said, it's not trademark infringement because it's actual Tudor. All right, guys and gals, so I've talked a bit. I've showed you where Tudor is at on the movement that we're doing the restore. I'm gone for now. I'm going to start cleaning up the watch room and getting things ready for the next video. So I will see y'all then. And I know I got this horrible voice, but we'll just have to work with what we got to work with. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Comment below. We are going to have another Rolex watch giveaway coming up, and it may be a Tudor. I don't know. We're going to see. Comment below. Would y'all like a Tudor? If it's a Rolex watch giveaway, Tudor is part of Rolex. That is part of that. So should I give away a Tudor this time? Comment below and let me know. I'll see you on the next video. Ta-ta for now.